Hey, this is Matt Wall. I'm a location and site selection advisor with Sterling Properties Group based in Charlotte. So this is the next in our video series, Site Selection A to Z, and today's video is brought to you by the letter T. And today I want to talk to you about tools, as in tools of the trade. So in the intro to the series, I talked about nerding out, and there's nothing more fun than talking about the gadgets and tools I like to use in my day-to-day business as a location and site selection advisor. And a lot of these items help me to be far more effective and efficient at what I do. And hopefully there's some things here that can help you as well. And I'm going to bounce around a bit on these items and maybe pitch a favorite product or two. Please note, I am not paid to endorse anything here. There are no lucrative shoe contracts or free services. At the same time, I don't want to take responsibility if you run out and purchase something and it's an utter failure for you. So you're getting my 2 cents for free here. So here are my favorite tools of the trade as a location and site selection advisor. When anyone thinks of a typical real estate broker, they probably think of someone who's always on the phone, and that's a fact. I like the Apple iPhone, and now I've got an iPhone 8. It's got a great camera, it fits in your pocket, what's not to love? When I got the 8, I had to upgrade to the AirPods since the charger uses the same port as the old earphones, and I love them now too. So I also have an aftermarket battery case that doubles the usage of my phone. One of the only features on the phone that I don't like is the calculator. That's because I'm still a dinosaur and use the classic mortgage calculator by Hewlett-Packard, the HP12C. I mastered this calculator during my early career as a banker over 25 years ago. And once you use reverse Polish notation, it's really hard to go back to a standard calculator. So what's my cell service? It's definitely Verizon. Their cell coverage is better than any other server, and I wouldn't change it if you paid me. If it costs more than other providers, I wouldn't care because my calls rarely drop and I can get a signal from the most remote locations in the US. My laptop, I use an Apple MacBook Pro. Once I converted from PC to Mac, my life changed for the better. I dock it into my Apple Thunderbolt display at my desk when I'm in the office, and I can look at all kinds of screens at one time in addition to the one on my laptop screen. I feel like Captain Kirk, and no more freaking viruses. Real estate specific tools. This one is going to stir up the wrath of the haters out there. I love Costar. It's simply the dominant technology today as far as commercial MLS systems. It's expensive, but as a location and site selection advisor covering multiple states, it's the only service that covers all the markets I'm active in. I can honestly say that it pays for itself easily, and I couldn't do my job without it. Now, I also use Catalyst in my home market of Charlotte, so there's some overlap on that, but I still think Costar is the real deal. So next is Land Vision. I think it was my early days working in the Atlanta market that I saw the value of a single system that scrapes GIS ownership data from every city, county, and compiles it in one program. Having to toggle between DeKalb County and Gwinnett County, Marietta, Alpharetta, Beaufort, Norcross, it just takes too much time to toggle back and forth among the various towns and counties to find ownership. And Land Vision covers every state in the union, so if I ever need to find a site in Alaska or Hawaii, it's got that covered. It also has aerial photography and some basic graphic capabilities that help in simple property presentations. I love Land Vision. So let's literally switch gears and have some car talk. Every agent needs a car, and I think bigger is better, and I roll with my GMC Yukon XL. This is my second Yukon XL, and I retired my last one at over 200,000 miles. I can practically fit a whole real estate committee on my property tours. And in my off time, I can fit my family of 4, grandma, my dog Diesel, and a couple of cousins plus luggage. I have got 4-wheel drive for the times I need to jump a curb and go on unpaved sites. The mileage isn't great, but it's a smooth ride and it's safe. This newer model has IntelliLink system so I can use my phone hands-free, listen to podcasts, Spotify, satellite radio through the sound system, which is great for the long rides. In the back, I carry a measuring wheel. This is one of my favorite tools. How many times have you questioned how much frontage a property has or how wide is the lot you're looking at? I rarely trust flyers if the measurement is critically close, so this gadget helps in the field to verify measurements. Footwear. I'm a loafer guy. Typically Allen Edmonds or Alden's. Socks are optional, and when I don't wear them, I have these inserts called Gex that absorb moisture and the smell, so the shoes last longer. And when it comes to going off-road on foot, I prefer my beat-up Red Wings that I've literally had for 30 years. If you ever have to chase down a site superintendent or construction guy to gather intel on what's being built up the street from your favorite site, the Red Wings tell that guy that this isn't your first time outside the city. Watch Timex Ironman. I have an expensive watch that sits in a drawer that's way too heavy. I can replace the watch for around $45, which is less than replacing just the battery on my tag watch. So here's the pro tip. Those are the pro tips. Those are some of my favorite tools I use every day as a location and site selection advisor. And I love hearing what other people like to use in their everyday, so feel free to bash me over my love of Costar or my choice in footwear and tell me what you think is better. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and it'll come back next week when we hit the letter U. So please call me if I can ever help you with your next location or site selection assignment. This is Matt Wall with Sterling Properties Group signing off. Thank you for watching.